So, Riot just released a new champion, Renata, an old...
It's Miss Glasc, if you value your life.
Alright, Miss Glasc. Well, today we will be talking about an old, wealthy, capitalistic boss of a woman who wants to preserve her entrepreneurial business empire that apparently has some rivalry. But first, I would like to show you how similar they are in their designs, personalities, and even their stories, and how this makes for an interesting rivalry. Even though Renata and Camille don't seem to necessarily be similar in their designs, they have a lot of similarities communicated by their designs. Renata is, by the tie and overall attire, a businesswoman, and has this jacket that broadens her shoulders, giving her a more masculine look, which communicates her personality of being disagreeable, which fits her cool character as a businesswoman, as she needs to be disagreeable to get the most desirable deals that led her to dominating the other chem barons in Zon. And Camille, though her outfit is actually more tight-fitting, like something an assassin or spy might wear, of which is her actual role and occupation, the tailcoat and styled hair represents her as being from the aristocracy, and her sharp shapes represent danger amidst a momentary facade of a proper noble lady. And aside from communicating both of their high status in society, and their intimidating characteristics, another thing is that they also represent their respective cities, from Renata's mask for Zon's air pollution to Camille's hextech heart and cog patterns on her clothes. Both also communicate a sense of sacrifice and loss that has tempered them, through both of them having augmentations, Renata's arm and Camille's legs and heart. And so we already see that they're really mirror images of each other, both counterparts of each other in Zon and Piltover. In terms of how they act and their views, let's start off with these mirrored quotes.
The difference between medicine and poison is the dosage. Allow me to demonstrate.
Precision is the difference between a butcher and a surgeon.
And so aside from the intimidating person conveyed by both of their designs, by looking at these quotes we can also infer that they have similar ways of thinking. Both also exemplify a sense of pride of their status, seen in how they speak about wealth. Both value wealth and socio-economic status and the power it brings to people, especially to themselves. Both even speak in a similar fashion, if you hadn't noticed. Check out their quotes if you want to get a better sense of their personality. Again, they're the same person, counterparts to each other. Currently, Camille's family, Clan Ferros, seems to be the most successful and powerful in all of Piltover, literally forming a whole saying about how they are connected to the city's current overall health and status. And Renata is the most powerful Cambaran in all of Zon, literally gaining the loyalty of most if not all the Zonites through her philanthropy of giving people gas masks.
I gave out breathers in exchange for Zon's loyalty. Those dividends are priceless.
I also noticed that some things in their origin stories are quite similar. Both of their augmentations and thus their personality towards life is born out of losing their loved ones and seeing something wrong with the city in relation to their family. Renata and Camille losing their parents literally caused both of them to go through with augmentations to their body and also played a significant role in shaping and molding their psychology. And of course, both of them are members and lead a wealthy business empire. Both of them even had instances where they saw how flawed some members of their family are, be it in Renata's disdain for her naive parents' philanthropy amidst them being poor, or Camille's brother's sabotaging of his own family cause of his jealousy towards Camille. It's no surprise why they're so similar personality-wise, because their stories are quite similar as well. And now I tell you where they contrast and why they will oppose each other. So we established how similar they are, but wouldn't that just make them likely to agree with each other? Well, no, as they are from two opposing sides. Zon and Piltover hate each other. Renata openly hates and wants to undermine Piltover for what it has done to her parents and to Zon as a whole by denying them wealth, and she even desires to take over Piltover's sun gates. And Camille wants to maintain Piltover's power over Zon and its dominance over Zon, and actively stops any influential Chem Barons to take power in Piltover, as seen by her killing Baron Volkage, and possibly even Renata's parents.
2 alchemists were murdered over 30 years ago, Camille. Do you remember them?
Another interesting hint at them being opposing rival counterparts of each other is their eyes. Camille has sharp, light blue eyes born out of her hex tech, and Renata has light red eyes, aka pink, born out of her chem tech. While Camille was born wealthy and seeks to maintain her family status and further progress, Renata is self-made, though both seem ambitious for their respective business empires. And it really seems like they're being set up to clash, as they are basically the same person but oppose each other in their vision for Piltover and Zon. Camille always refers to herself as the solution to Piltover's problems. She corrects the flaws that threaten the smooth workings of her city, and Renata's ambition to destroy Piltover and take over the Sun Gates.
For the problems of Piltover, I am the solution.
I love my city. But if I had to burn down Zon to smoke out Piltover, well...
And so the hinted rivalry between these two will be so very interesting, as they are very similar in personality, and yet they have opposing desires for the fate of Piltover and Zon. I look forward to seeing how both of them will be fighting each other business-wise or even physically. What kind of political moves will Glasc Industry do? And how will Camille try to stop or compete against Renata's business by employing possibly her own Ferros wealth and business network? Clan Ferros might even try to strike a deal with the Wardens under Caitlyn, the Medardas because they own the Sun Gates, and even Jace's workshops, to outcompete Glasc Industries and stop Renata's expansion into Piltover. And then, to counter this, Renata will call on favors from all the other Chembarons under her for assistance. But yeah, these are my speculations on what Camille and Renata's rivalry might look like, and what the battle of the most powerful clan in all of Piltover against the most powerful Chembaron in all of Zon will be.
Money can't buy happiness. Only someone born rich would agree with that.
Self-made women need to be more prevalent.
Well, it seems they might agree on some things, and at the very least, being self-made is one of them.